Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today I'm going to be working in the Letters and Memories journal kit. Thank you to all those who've purchased this. And if you have purchased this, maybe you want to do what I'm doing today, huh? So, I'm making this slotted spine journal. I've already did videos on making the slotted spine and making the pages and putting them in there. We've done that, okay? Today, what we need to do is make a journal cover to house this thing. I've got this faux leather that I had from another project. I only have enough to do one, but hey, do one, right? I just needed to have enough to go and put on here. Now I've already put my tape on, double stick tape on the back of this. I will be using glue on this as well. When you're making a journal cover like this is just chipboard. It's the thick chipboard. Yeah, it's 2 mils. So when you're making something like this, you want seriously strong hold, okay? So whatever you're going to use to make it, use seriously strong, reliable. You don't want to use hot glue or Mod Podge. Hot glue can get kind of lumpy bumpy and it doesn't get, flat and smooth, which would make your fabric be lumpy bumpy and have hard places. Okay, with Mod Podge it gets stiff and sometimes it'll crackle and come off. It just is what it is. Okay, so you want to use a really good glue to go along with your double stick tape. If you want some suggestions, I've got this here. That's my favorite. Right now, even Amazon doesn't have that, but I'm hopeful that they're going to get it back in. Now, don't get fooled and get one of those teeny weeny little bottles. They only have the measurements in metric, so this is the 125 mils. This lasts a long time because you don't have to use that much of it. Okay, so when they don't have that, I use this art glitter glue. Okay, either one of those will do, but I also use the really strong double-sided tape, and it's the one from Sign World. You can get that on Amazon. Lots of different sizes, from the teeny weeny 1/8 all the way up to however big you want it to be. I usually go with the 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/8, and 2 inches. That's my go-tos for that. So what I'm saying is, do something really serious to put these together, okay? So let's get started. Let's just do this. Since this is not going to fold, you put it all down at one time. It's a really thick chipboard, the 2 mils. So yeah, it's going to be putting it down at one time. And another reason you want to put it, if you have overlap on your tape, just, peel it back and put it back down. But if you put glue on this, it gives you that little bit of, if you need to move it for like a second, you can do that. But once you put it down there, it's pretty much going to be down there. Now on these, I'll measure the other one. They're the same width. I haven't used this morning. They're the same width and height on both of these. And then the spine, I just measured it by what my spine, and that's what you would do. Whatever spine size you're making your slotted spine, you want your this spine to be that size, okay? All right, you want a good smattering of everything adhesive on here. Or I do. I don't want anything letting go. Not now, not ever. That's just a thing, okay? So I'm going to give myself an even-ish amount of space there. Give it a good pressing down. Now that just needs to have some pressure on it. You can put books on it. You can do whatever. It's going to dry pretty quick. And I'm not going to worry about putting a bunch of pressure on it because it won't need it in just a minute. Okay. So the measurements for this is 5 3/4 by 9. That's what I used for both the front and the back cover. Okay. This one is 3 1/4 by, it's going to be 9. 9. Okay. So it's just what I needed for this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this lined up here. I know a lot of people say, oh, 1/8, and you can, I like a little extra room in there. And look, if you look at a book that's on your shelf, they've got even 1/2 inch in between the spine and the cover. It gives you that flexibility. So I'm going to give myself a 1/4-ish inch, you know, like so. There's no law that says you have to do it a certain way. Some people think there are, okay? If you're one of those people, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just think that I need a little extra room. And if I need a little extra room, I'm going to take that little extra room. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay. De-dum. So, I do like making these journal covers like this with the hardcover. This is when you really get into making, I don't know, something that's going to really last for several lifetimes probably. A keepsake, something that somebody can enjoy for a long time, okay? It's well built, solid, you know, awesomely awesome. Okay, let's put this down carefully. Like I said, I want that good 1/4 inch, right, like so. Yep. I don't mind having the extra wiggle room. I like it that way. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around because I can work better on this side than on the other side, okay? So, again, you're going to take and get that space to where you have that 1/4 inch. Just match your spaces, okay? It doesn't have to be, you know, perfection. Just done well, right? Okay. Let's do this. And then once you get this made, you put the slotted spine in and do your inside covers. Then all that's left, really, is to do some decorating, huh? That's the fun stuff. Well, to me, this is fun too. It's just that sometimes it can get a little, I don't know what's the best word to use for that. It can get a little bit intimidating. We'll use intimidating. It's you want it to go just right, and sometimes it can get a little off or whatever. It's okay. You just have to take a breath and move on. It's okay. That's life, right? You want it to be just right and just so, and then something, you know, you get an eyelash in your eye. Just, oh my word. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but oof, I hate getting eyelash in my eye. It's such a little thing, but it bothers you really big. So that's what I'm saying. Don't let a little bitty thing bother you really big. Okay? we're going to do just like so. And hopefully we got that straight enough. Yep. Okay. That's pretty cool. Now we've got our cover, right? Well, sort of. We got to do these numbers, you know, and turn this over and all that stuff. That's okay. We will. Let me do that. I'm going to use a 1 inch to do this, simply because it'll be big enough, and if it's too wide, that's okay. It's all going to get, this is all going to get covered, so it's all good. So I'm going to go from here to here to here to here to here to here. Get my doohickey. Yep. Go ahead and give that a squidging. Okay. Yeah, these are fun to make, and you just have to not let them intimidate you or become an eyelash. I'm sorry, you know, I get silly. It is how it is. Okay. All right. Now, you see what I'm saying? It'll be wide enough. It's not exactly the same. It doesn't have to be. It's all going to get covered up. That's what I'm saying. So, as it gets covered up, it won't matter. Okay. Sorry. It's all flippy floppy right now. Okay. Just right along the edges, because this whole thing is going to be covered. We've got some, let's see, we've got this to cover over like so, and we've got our slotted spine that's going to go in here, and then we're going to put our inside panels in. That's going to be our long enough video for today. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I'm going to fold this over first, just because this is going to be the shortest one that I have on there. And yeah, maybe I could have, you know, made that a little bit, moved it down a little bit, but really it's not going to matter. Just saying, it's not going to matter. And I'm going to put the glue on this because, yeah, with faux leather, it's okay to do this. Now, if I were doing this with a fabric that would show, I wouldn't be putting this straight down onto the fabric. This is a faux leather, so it's pretty thick, and you're not going to see it on the other side of things. Okay. All right. Now, I know you can't see that, but I put a really good smattering of glue on that. And I'm going to give it a good strong tug. Push it up there really good. And then just turn it over all the way. Okay? All right. Now, you want it to be really, with this kind, I mean, it's really kind of thick-ish. I mean, it's not that thick. It's not even half a mil, probably. I would say. So, it's that. But you want it to be on there really, really good. Okay? You want as much pressure on that. Just really, you know, squidge it good. Okay, just saying. Okay, this side we're going to take this off. And fold this up as well. Now, I know that some people say you have to do your corners this way and you have to do them that way, and it's some kind of a law or something. I don't do that. I just do what feels right to me at the moment. If I want to do the corners, you know, with cutting it off there, and maybe you're going to have a problem later, and maybe I don't want a problem later. I'm just saying, I don't want a problem later, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm going to show you what I do, and you can do what works for you, okay? Because sometimes we do what we do, and then we go, oh, maybe I should have done that different. We come up with our own ideas and stuff. But back in the day, I used to make these big scrapbook journals that were, you know, the big album ones. And they didn't always have that, you know, cut out the corner thing, okay? Now, you do want to take this bulk out. I'll show you what I mean. But doing them the way I'm about to do them works for me. So if it doesn't work for you, then don't do it this way, okay? You can always, you know, do the thing where you cut that off, all right? I'm just going to take, now you see I'm not taking it all the way to that bend. I'm just taking that, like so. Yep. And I'm going to take some of this off. I want my corners to be covered, if that makes sense. I don't want any peeking out. None of that is what I want. And so I'm going to go up in here with some glue, all this glue, because, you know, you got to do that. And in a minute, I'll show you what I'm going to do for where the tape isn't at. That's okay. We're going to take this and we're going to pull this over like so. Like so. Yeah. Like that. Then you've got your corner really, really, really covered. Okay. And we're going to put some glue in here. Now, you want to squidge that out. But yeah, that's what we're going to do with that. Okay? That works for me. Okay? But you don't have to do it this way. If I'm not in shot, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can here. Okay, so we're going to, again, put our glue, extra glue, extra glue, extra glue, right up in here. And again, we are going to pull this up like so. And go in with our glue just under here so that we've got this stuck down really good. Now, we are going to put our papers, our inside papers, over this. So you won't see a whole lot of the, you know, but you'll see the corner folded over, okay? You don't have to do it this way. I'm just saying, this is the way I wanted to do this because it's the way I wanted to do it, okay? All right, let me put some more glue on here because this stuff does dry out. And it is fabric. It's a thick fabric, but still, I want it on there. Okay, now we're going to go in. I always kind of start in the middle and work my way down, yeah? So that way you have a better shot at getting everything flat. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So there you go. Now, once you get that, all our papers are going to come right up to the edge. So don't worry about that, okay? This one's already ready. Okay, I'm just going to take off to there. Okay, because this will be, I'll be pulling this up like so to do that. Okay, where's my, yep. Okay, we find ourselves in a minute. All right, here we go. You can also just lay it all the way over and do it that way. But you have to watch out for the bulk, so when you find your bulk, you know, trim that out. And yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to just take this up like so, and I'm going to give it a good pressing. Whoops. Let me get some glue on this so it'll take a good pressing. Put some more in here. So, yeah, like I said, we will just give it a good pressing. This is I've got lots of other fabric, and I'm going to make a couple more of these, but not with this. But I thought, since I'm using this, I may as well show you, you know, how to work with it. Yep. Because I like it. It's just, it is thick, so thickish. We'll say it's thickish, right? Just give it a little extra glue and a little extra pressure and, you know, things like that. You're good. Okay. Now, again, we're going to go in here and give it some more glue. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put a little glue here. Okay. Just want all your edges down really, really good. All of them. All of them. So, but yeah, this kind of a mixy way of doing this, but like I said, back when I used to make those big, really big albums, this was just the way. You make sure everything is down really good, and you didn't worry too much about your corners that way, because you have them completely covered. I don't like it. Sometimes it'll get a little short on you, and you'll have that peeking out part. And this is a thick, it's a 2 mil chipboard plus this around it. I'm not sure I'll be able to put those corner things on there. You have to get some really thick ones to do that, right? Okay, this is looking awesome, guys. Okay, let me give it another squidge down just to make sure. Got that down. I'm gonna put some more glue on that just because you know, I want it to be stuck where I don't have to worry. And if I don't have to worry, then I'm moving on. Okay, here we go. It does take an extra minute with the glue on fabric. On paper, no, you're good. You're good. Right where you put it, you know. I'm gonna see. Yep, I'm gonna put some more glue here. Okay. Yeah, it does take that extra little minute to grab for a fabric. But that's okay. Not too much elevator music, right? We will hold it for a second or two, and then we will move on, because we got stuff to do with this, right? Okay. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a clip and give it some pressure, like so, and like so. Let me put it this way. That'll hold it. then I can keep working, right? At least that's the plan, okay? So now you have to look at it and say, do I want this to be my front, or do I want this to be my front? I don't know. I think I want this to be my front, so I'm going to turn it this way. Yep. Okay, now for our spine to go in here, what we're going to do next, get some stuff out of my way. Do I need to put clips on that one? No, that's stuck. Okay, we're good. All right, I'm going to set this aside and get this ready to go in here. So I've got double stick tape on the back of this. I know this is a little bit much of, but when you're crafting, right? Okay, so we're going to do our spine in first, right? And remember, we put our hinges inside, so it's all in there. All in there. And if you have overlapping tape, just do that number and press it down. We're good. Okay. I don't want to take everything off, just the spine. Okay. We've got a little more than the spine, but that's okay. What we're going to do is, as you can see, each one of these is in there, and this is going to be our part that we put into the spine, and then we will put the rest of it where it needs to go, okay? All right. First, we're going to put some glue, because what if we put it down and it needs to be moved, right? No, we're going to put some glue on here, so we've got our negotiation available, right? Because we need to negotiate with it sometimes. It'll go, oh, that flopped down a lot quicker than I wanted it to, right? So we have these look really cool from the back side, but you know, nobody's ever going to see this. It's just it's the other side they'll see. It is cool though how you put them in there and it works, right? Okay, now back to the spine. Yep, that's our front. So we're going to put this in here. Let me turn it this way, because I want my this part to be right. Is this right side up? Yeah, okay. I want this part to be right here, right on there. Yep, just as straight as I can get it, okay? All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to let you see and me see at the same time. It's not always easy. But we're working on it, okay? All right, hopefully that's straight-ish. I hope. I think I made this my back anyway. It doesn't matter, but you know, whatever. Okay. All right. I wanted that to be my front, but it's too late now. The deed is done. It's in there. Okay. Now, you can use a brayer on part of this, but not on every part of it. So, we will do this, and then we will do what we do. Where's my bone folder? Okay, yep, we want that to get down in there and be all handy like so. And this one, again, down in there. And we've got plenty of room for sure. We'll trim that off where it needs to be in a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and give this some pressure so that we make sure we've got everything adhering where we want it to be. Yep. Okay. this is the, I don't know, I guess the tedious part of making these. And it's not actually always the thing you would do on camera, but I thought I would show how you do this so that if you're doing it, you get the whole, you know, do this and do this and do this, right? And get glue all over your fingers, because that's how that works. Okay, so we've got this. This is going to be beautiful. When we do our decorating the cover, that'll be in the flip through. Because, you know, there'll be lace and there'll be stuff and stuff, you know. Whatever's in your stash, you just use that to, you know, to do that. Okay, let's get some trimming off of these things, because we don't want that sticking above on this. Right? This can get a little tedious too, but just take your time, trim it off, you know, and then it will be gone. Yep, it's hard to talk and do this at the same time, but hey, there you go. Now we got to do the bottom, or the top. That was the bottom. We got to do the top. Okay. Alrighty. Now, if you like this poking up, and I don't mind it on some journals, I just don't want it on this particular one. I want this to look really, I don't know, really nice and finished, because it's probably going to be a Christmas present. So you want those extra touches, right? Or I want the person that gets it to think, oh wow, instead of ew. I mean, you know, not everybody appreciates that little bit of shabby chic, you know, look. Not everybody does. So, just saying. It's a thing. Get this off my scissors. But yeah, we just take our time, carefully trim that off, and get on with it. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and put this down, because it's there, and we're going to go ahead and lay it down. So what you do next, come along. I had to get the tape backing off it. If you remember, we used white cardstock, so that's not tape backing. That's white cardstock. And we're just going to go ahead and just lay it down like so, because this is going to have, you know, stuff over it. Okay? So let's do this other side. Once again, the tape backing comes off, but the white cardstock will still look like, oh, you've got stuff on there. Nope, it's white cardstock. That will never be seen again, because, yeah, it's, okay. Give it a good roll. Make sure everything's down good and flat, right? Okay, now we're ready to do the next part. So I cut out, I didn't need these. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves and, you know, listen to the elevator music. I you plan things, you know, and you think, oh, that's going to be fine. Yeah, it is. But you know what? If you don't ink these, to me, it just won't look as good as if I had inked them, right? Okay, so these are going to sit in here. Is what I was going to say. Got glue everywhere. I don't know. Does your glue get all over your fingers and wadded up here and there? Mine does. It really does. Okay. So see, that didn't take but I don't know, a few minutes, a couple minutes, just a sec, right? Okay. So this is going to go in here like so, and it will sit. I want to make sure I'm not in my folds, so I need to go over as far as I can possibly go over to here so that it's not hindering that fold at all. Because, yeah. Okay, there we go. And then you always have the options of putting lace inside and outside. It really gives a good, let me see. I've got this one. I put lace inside on this one. Gives it that really pretty, I don't know, finished look, and then lace on the outside. So that may be what happens with this guy. Just saying. But for now, we're going to just put this down. As soon as I turn it around this way, right? Okay. I'm trying to keep it from being too long today, but I may be already beyond the trying to keep it from being too long. Because it takes a minute to do all this, right? Okay. That. And get this off because I've got an overlay on my tape. Yep. When you get an overlay on your tape, which I don't mind doing. When I first started using this, I was trying to be so careful not to ever have it overlap and stuff because people said that's horrible. But after a while, I'm like, whatever, it's fine. Just peel it back and do what you got to do. It's fine. So if you have tape on top of tape, what does that matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It really doesn't. So, just saying. It's sticky on both sides. So, I don't know. You guys do what you want to do, but I don't mind if mine overlaps a little bit, or even an inch. I really don't. It just works. And that is what it is. So let's just get this done. You do want negotiation room because, yeah. Okay, let's do this. We want it as close to this side as possible, right? Kind of centered, you know, right? Kind of centered, and there. That's pretty full. Now you have to remember that even if you're putting paper to fabric, it's going to take a little bit extra. Take a minute, just give it some detail squashing. If that's a thing, but it is for me. Detail squashing is a thing. So, yeah. You want it to be really, really, really squashed. I guess I can put some more clips. It doesn't matter, does it? I just want it to make sure that it stays. These are really strong, so they'll hold it. I want it to be that way. Okay? Alright. Yep, that's okay. Now, we're going to take these ones off, because that's down now for sure. Alright. And we're going to put this one on. This one has some overlap, and I ended a roll of tape and had to start a new one, and it's all good. It really is. It is. It's fine. Yeah. in crafting, sometimes we have to be courageous, don't we? We just have to dive right in there and do stuff. That's how we innovate. That's how we create. Right? There you go. Dude. That's stuck to that. Can't tell it now. Okay, wait a minute. I got a piece of something here. I think it's a piece of the backing paper that got in the wrong place or something. Okay, never mind. It'll work this way. We'll just put glue on it. I need to refill this thing. Yep. Okay. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying these craft along things. To me, I'm hoping that I can share something of value for you guys to help you along your crafting journey. I do love to craft, so, ooh, wrong way. This needs to go this way. Okay, we're doing it this way. Alright, again, we want it as far over there on that edge as possible. Yes. Cause, yep. And I'm hoping to make a few friends along the way. Sometimes, I mean, it may just be me, but sometimes when you're just set alone all the time by yourself, things get a little bit weird. So, hopefully I can make a few friends along the way and help a few people along the way and, you know, stuff like that. I hope. Okay, it's going down. Okay, now let's get our brayer and give that some really good squashing, because we've got, this is a cotton fabric, and this is that faux leather, so we want to make sure we've got everything down really good. I'm going to put some more clips on over here just because I don't want to sit and hold it forever. You get tired in a minute, you know. Okay, just saying. Okay, I want that there, and I got another one for up here, cause. Okay, so now we've got our back mats in. That's pretty. You really don't even have to do anything. You can, but you don't have to. And then we've got our pages in that flip flop and do what they're supposed to do. And we've got our beautiful cover. Isn't that going to be fun to decorate? Ooh, it is. Lace, of course. And I've got these, where are they? See if I can find them and I'll show you. This is already long anyway, so I may as well just, you know, show you some plans I've got. I've got these things. I've had them for a while. I'm always collecting, you know, this is and that's, right? But I thought, wouldn't this be pretty on here? Wouldn't that be pretty? And you can even make it to where, you know, you just do the sides. Of course, I'm going to decorate it, but you just do the sides and somebody can put a picture in that, right? Wouldn't that be gorgeous? I think it would. And, you know, there's a lot of things you can, there's just a lot of things you can do with that, okay? Okay, just lots of thinking and planning and, you know, like I said when I was doing those crafting recipes, plan it out and make your beautiful journal cover, right? You don't have any strings on this one because it's all inside. So you've got a spine to decorate, a back, and I mean, gosh, that's pretty as it. I think that's beautiful. So just saying. Okay, I will shut up now. We're really pushed the limits today. All right, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Pretty please. Be my friend. Thanks for watching. TTFN.